Disney films have been a beloved part of our childhoods, captivating us with their enchanting stories and magical worlds. However, beneath the surface of a few of these animated classics lies a complex and often problematic issue: cultural appropriation. Cultural appropriation is when someone adopts or uses elements of another culture without understanding or respecting its significance. It's almost like borrowing something important to someone without asking or knowing why it matters to them. This concept often clashes with the concept of cultural representation, which means showing different cultures in a fair and accurate way. It's about making sure that everyone sees themselves and their traditions represented respectfully in movies, books, and art. Representation is good, but appropriation is usually not. Let's start with Peter Pan. Peter Pan was one of the first Disney movies I remember watching as a kid. Released in 1953, Peter Pan is a fun adventure, focused on a group of children's journey to Neverland, a place where you can stay young. The movie is full of humor, whimsy, and it's great for children, but a lot of the problems arise during the middle of the film, concerning the natives of Neverland. These natives are referred to as Indians, Red Man, and Savage. They speak in broken English and engage in activities like dancing and chanting, which are presented without any cultural context. They're shown wearing feathered headdresses, face paint, and fringed clothing, which are not necessarily representative of any specific Native American tribe, but rather a mishmash of generalized Native American stereotypes. A song is even sung called "What Makes the Red Man Red," which continues the romanticization and exotic, strangely idealistic view of the natives present throughout the movie. Nothing about this portrayal of Native Americans in Peter Pan is respectful, and as a kid, I never realized how harmful cultural appropriation could be in films. The next film I'd like to talk about is Pocahontas, released in 1995. This is perhaps the most infamous on this list when you consider the historical context. The film is based on the real-life figure of Pocahontas, a Native American woman of the Powhatan people, and her relationship with colonist John Smith. However, Disney's version romanticizes and distorts historical events and personalities. John Smith, for one, was described as having a harsh exterior and a very authoritarian personality by his fellow colonists. This isn't translated at all during the movie, as well as the fact that Smith and Pocahontas were not known to even have a romantic relationship. Inaccuracy aside, some have criticized the idea of even making a movie about European conquest, which is a topic long and rightfully so associated with violence, slavery, disease, and exploitation of indigenous peoples. Overall, Pocahontas' portrayal of Native American culture is simplified, and the film glosses over the serious and violent impacts of colonialism. The last film I'd like to speak about is Aladdin. Released in 1992, Aladdin transports its viewers to the fictional city of Agrabah, focusing on the titular character Aladdin, the Princess Jasmine, and the evil Jafar. While the story is inspired by Middle Eastern folklore, the portrayal of the culture is a blend of stereotypes and inaccuracies. The Arab American Anti-Discrimination Committee, or the ADC, has made comments on how, in their words, the film's light-skinned lead characters, Aladdin and Jasmine, have anglicized features and Anglo-American accents. This is in contrast to the other characters who are dark-skinned, swarthy, and villainous, cruel palace guards or greedy merchants with Arabic accents and grotesque facial features. In addition, the movie's setting is often presented inaccurately. For example, the main palace is very reminiscent of Mughal architecture, like that of the Taj Mahal in India, but the clothing worn by most characters in the movie is similar to Turkish clothing. Aladdin has actually been ranked as one of the most controversial films ever, according to Entertainment Weekly, due to a lot of the events I just talked about. To Disney's credit, recent films like Moana and Coco show a positive shift towards more respectful and accurate cultural representation. Moana celebrates Polynesian culture with the help of cultural consultants, and Coco beautifully honors Mexican traditions surrounding Dia de los Muertos. In conclusion, while Disney has made strides in improving cultural representation, it's essential to recognize the mistakes of the past. By understanding the amount of cultural appropriation in some of these films, we can appreciate their impact, but but also advocate for more authentic and respectful storytelling. Let's continue to enjoy Disney's magical tales while also being mindful of the cultures they portray.